Hi Leo, welcome to your love reading for this week. I hope you're doing well. This is a general reading, so as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, let's see what's coming through for Leo. So we have the Hermit, Two of Swords, King of Wands, the Empress, Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the final card is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So the heart of your reading here is the Six of Pentacles. And to me, this is a card of receiving. This is a card of getting those things that you deserve. And I kind of feel like coming into the week, like you feel that you have not been receiving. I feel like there's something here where you have been stuck when it comes to your love life. And for some of you, you may actually be the one deciding to kind of stay in that place because you do have the Hermit. This is your first energy. So let's go ahead and start with these three cards. You have the Hermit, the Two of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay, so I feel like the King of Wands is probably you because you are a fire sign. And you know, you have the Hermit, and this is a card of sometimes solitude. This is a card of trying to kind of figure things out, but on a soul level, trying to find out the truth. This is a card of inner guidance, trying to see beyond the illusion. And for some of you, you may be stuck because you need to do this. You have the Two of Swords there, and this is a card kind of saying like you're not moving any further, you're not going anywhere until you make a decision. It could also be that you're deciding between two things or two people this week, but it just seems like you're doing some really deep soul searching as far as like a difficult energy here, a decision. Usually with the Two of Swords, it's a decision that you don't want to make, but one that you have to make if you want to be set free. This is a card of like being stuck. If you don't make this decision, there's no moving forward. And the King of Wands, I feel like this is you, but I feel like whatever is going on as far as your relationships, they're saying don't let this affect your inner fire. Leo is usually very kind of fiery, larger than life, optimistic, joyful sign, and I feel like something is like bringing you down. Something is affecting your inner fire. But the King of Wands is also saying that you have to, this is an energy of like taking the lead, of being a leader, of taking action on something. This is a card of action, this is a card of non-action, and this is a card on non-action. So I feel like if you want to get to the good stuff, and there are some good things in this reading, I feel like it could go either way. Like the Leos that are really kind of like, I'm not going to let all this negative stuff like get me down, or I'm not going to dodge decisions, I'm not going to hide away, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to fix things. You will see things pay off. I mean, you have the Six of Pentacles as the heart of your reading. You will get what you deserve and what you want. But I feel like the Leos that are kind of shying away from decisions and just kind of not taking the lead and just kind of seeing like, well, let me just see what happens. Let's just see how things play out. You may not like the way things play out. I feel like you have to be hands-on in your love life this week. Otherwise, you might feel stuck and you might just kind of be in this place here where you're just thinking and soul searching. I mean, you can do that, but I feel like come up with a solution. Don't stay there. Moving on to this row here, the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. So the Empress is such a positive card. It's such a positive card because it's the ultimate card of abundance. The Empress has it all. I always call her the celebrity of the tarot. She has everything. Money, love, good health, happiness. I feel like they're telling you that you can have it all, like you don't have to settle. And there could be that you are making a decision that is difficult because you want to have it all. Usually Leos do not settle. You don't settle for second best. You want to be number one, and you want to have the best of everything. And I feel like you can have that. The energy is here with the Empress, but you know you also have this. You know you have this energy here of getting those things that you deserve. You know, like this is also, you know, a gift from the universe, a blessing from the universe. I feel drawn back to the Empress, like there could be an unexpected blessing as far as a partner that comes in for you that is just like the perfect partner. I've said this before in my weekly readings. I've always felt like the King of Wands and the Empress, if they were people, they could get together, they would be compatible. Just like if the Emperor were to date the Queen of Wands, they'd get along. It's kind of like a similar energy. So I feel like there could be someone that you meet, you know, it's a blessing from the universe, someone that is a lot like you, someone that's the Empress is very loving and nurturing, but she's also very abundant, very successful, you know, as far as all the material things, just like you. But there's this, you know, unhappiness here, the Five of Cups. This is, you know, dwelling on unhappiness, on something that has been lost or someone that has been lost. I mean, I'm drawn back to the Two of Swords. I feel like some of you, you might be thinking about, there could be a decision that you make, and they're saying like if you make a decision here with the Two of Swords, just make it and just move on because you have plenty of abundance here. And then moving on down here, this is just kind of like crying over spilled milk. This is dwelling in on the past and just kind of replaying every scene over and over in your head. And, you know, since this is a love reading, focusing on what someone said when they broke up with you and how you felt, and you remember exactly what you were wearing and what happened, and like saying like, don't do that. Don't dwell in those painful memories because there is all this abundance waiting for you. You know, this blessing from the universe you will receive. Down here, moving on to this row here, you have the Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Nine of Swords, this is telling me that there will be some anxiety, some fears for some of you. I mean, seeing the Nine of Swords coming right after the Five of Cups, it could be that there's going to be anxiety about either like letting someone back into your life, thinking they're just going to break my heart like they did last time. But that's not what I see over here in these final two cards. If it's not someone you're letting back into your life, it could be that you're worried about bringing someone new back into your life and thinking the last person completely ripped out my heart. And you're worried about letting somebody else in because the Nine of Swords is very much worrying and focusing on worst case scenarios and just kind of making everything much uglier than it needs to be. Being haunted by something from the past. I mean, seeing this card right after this card, it just tells me that you're focusing on somewhere where you lost someone or you were really hurt, but that's not what I see here in your final two cards. You have the ultimate card of, you know, the Nine of Cups. This is your wishes being granted. This is the wish card. And then the Wheel of Fortune, saying that you've already been through your fair share of unhappiness or loneliness or whatever that is, and it's your time for change. It's your time to move on. You know, your wish is coming true. You're worried about something, but your wish is coming true. So why dwell on something that is not even there anymore? You know, someone who has left your life, maybe because you decided that it was time to leave after plenty of soul searching and trying to figure things out. You know, it seems like there will be quite a few things going on with you this week. Some of these things will not be easy. I feel like you would be like just kind of like cutting ties with the past. Let it be. Whether this means you're letting go of someone or you're letting go of past arguments. This kind of looking at the overall energies that you have. I mean, you only have two. No, make that three. Three major arcanas. That is pretty significant. Plenty of soul searching with the Hermit. I mean, you would really be trying to like see what's really going on in my love life. Like, let's not look at the superficial things. I want to know what's really going on with, you know, who I'm with or who I'm attracting or who, you know, who's supposed to be my next partner. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? But you also have this energy of the Empress where you don't have to settle because you can literally have everything. Since this is a love reading, it means that you don't have to settle for an okay partner. You can have the partner that just, you know, gives you butterflies, your dream partner, your ideal partner. That's being repeated in the Nine of Cups. you can have your wish come true. And then the other major arcana is the Wheel of Fortune, which is, you know, it's just, they're telling you it's time. It's time. It's a lucky time for you this week. It's time. If you want it to, things can really kind of turn around for you. But I feel like for some of you, there could be decisions that you have to make. Stop dwelling on the past. Stop reliving your painful memories. Stop the anxiety and the worry. Because literally, like, you know, 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups, it's like whatever you're worried about, it's like it doesn't even matter, because you know your ultimate wish, whatever it is, it's still here. There's an angel on this card. It's almost like your wish is like being protected. And it's next to the Wheel of Fortune, a major arcana, which, like I said, it is luck, but it's also your time for change. Okay, Leo, I will end this reading here. I hope you enjoyed it. Much love and bless. Bye-bye.